Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello. Jen here. So I know that this is Earth Week, and we've been celebrating Earth Week around the world. So I thought it would be a great idea for me to go and plant a tree in my backyard. Thing is I know that trees are very good for the environment, but I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little nervous because, well, while I was shoving my shovel into the ground, I thought, what if I dug and lava started spewing out of the ground and creating this crazy chaos of lava spewing mess in my backyard? So I didn't quite plant the tree because I have a few questions, and I know the perfect person that I should contact to get this question answered for me. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jen. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So everyone, this is Jennifer Beaudry. She is a senior scientist at Dynamic Earth. Not only that, but she studied environmental earth science, which includes geology. So Jen, I have a problem. For Earth Week, I thought it would be a great idea for me to go into my backyard and plant a tree because, as you know, trees are really great for the environment. So, but I got a little nervous. I got scared. I was telling my friends that. I got scared because I thought that if I dug a little too deep, that I could possibly let all of the lava from the earth out and have like this spewing crazy mess of hot lava in my background. Or in my backyard. Is that possible?
So you know what? It's a great idea to go out and plant a tree. You're absolutely right. And you don't need to worry. No, Jen, you're not going to make lava spew all over the place. Let me explain that a little bit. I see on your counter, you've got an apple. Did you have one handy with you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Perfect. So if you can do something for me, can you cut it right in half?
Like this?
Perfect. That is exactly what we wanted to see. So if you're able to look right at the center of your apple, what do you see?
Well, it looks like a little star right here. I guess that's the core.
That's the core of the apple. So in this case, I'm going to compare your apple to our planet Earth. And in our planet Earth, we actually have a core. It's made up of an outer core and an inner core. Outer core being more of a liquidy type material, while the inner core is nice and solid. Now, around that, in your apple, what do you see around your core?
Oh, the part that I like to eat. So like this kind of whitish part.
Exactly. So that whitish part is that nice, fleshy, juicy part, and absolutely the part we love to eat. For the earth, it has a kind of a juicy part. I'll compare it more to molten or melted cheese whiz, that ooey gooey cheese whiz. And we call that the mantle. So we have our core, we have our mantle. And then if I look again at your apple, what surrounds that nice juicy part that you like to eat?
Oh, this stuff right here?
Yeah.
This is the peel of my apple.
So the peel or the skin of the apple for our earth is actually the crust. So the crust is what's enveloping all of our planet. Now it's broken up into little plates and moves a lot, which is fine. But when we start looking at how thick it can range anywhere between 2 to 50 kilometers, depending whether it's underneath the ocean or underneath mountains. So in your backyard, you have no worries about that.
Huh. So you're telling me that this crust, well, for me, it's my peel, but the crust of the earth is actually quite thick. So I don't necessarily have to worry about the lava flowing out of it.
Absolutely not.
So here's the question then. I'm wondering because how deep can it get?
So it can get pretty deep. And if I bring this back to mining a little bit, because there's a lot of activity happening beneath our feet right now. We're in Sudbury, so we're known for mining. So beautiful mines that we have all around our community go quite deep. And our deepest is Creighton Mine at around 2.5 kilometers.
Crazy. So 2.5 kilometers. What would be a good comparison of distance of that? Like, would you say Science North to maybe close to downtown, or is that a little too far?
Well, about to downtown would be about right. If you're looking at even from Science North to Dynamic Earth, we're talking 10 kilometers there. So we're only sitting at 2.5 kilometers. So not even close to half the distance between Science North and Dynamic Earth. So
what's the furthest that we've dug underground?
That is a great question. Currently, the deepest mine in the world is in South Africa, and they're sitting about 3.6 kilometers underground. Could be a little bit more than that now, which is pretty amazing when you think about it.
That's crazy.
It is. And it's really important that we learn about mining and we appreciate mining. And we're celebrating Earth Week. And did you know that the mining sector is also really, really concerned about the environment?
No, what do you mean by that?
Well, if you take a step back and we look at everything that's surrounding us, a really good point is if it's not grown, if you can't grow it, we need to mine it. So even looking at your kitchen, right in back of you, there's a plug, isn't there?
Oh yeah, right here.
Okay, so what's inside of your plug?
Wires and stuff?
Copper wires, and if I'm right, that looks like a stainless steel plate surrounding that as well, right? So we've got nickel and stainless steel. So even here in Sudbury, we're mining, and I've got a beautiful little piece of Sudbury ore right here. So do you see where that goldish coloration is?
Yeah.
So that's chalcopyrite, and we're getting our copper from there, and a little bit more of that silvery color.
Yeah.
That's our mineral called pentlandite, and we're getting nickel. We're extracting nickel from this. So in order to get your copper wires, your stainless steel, we need these compositions. So that's what we're mining predominantly here in our community.
But sorry, Jennifer, can't we just recycle those materials though? Like why go underground if we can just recycle that stuff?
It is absolutely critically to recycle as much as we can. That includes metal, and we do that. So as part of the smelting process, we're including recycled metals to the process. But with the supply and demand and new products being made, there's a mixture of recycled with the mined material that we're producing. So both come into play.
So you talked about how the mining industry is being very environmental. I don't quite understand. I seem to remember when I was a kid hearing about how they would just take things out of the ground and like kind of throw it all over the place all willy-nilly. Is that true today?
Absolutely not. Especially here in Sudbury, Ontario, in Canada, there are really strict laws when it comes to mining, and we got to be really careful. What we want to make sure is that we're mining, but we're creating the smallest footprint possible. I know you are a baker, and I know you've been baking a lot. Happen to have any of those chocolate chip cookies around?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Would you like one?
Oh gosh, I sure would. But you know what? We're going to use these. We're going to grab 2 cookies if you have them.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, I have a lot.
Oh, see, you're going to have to save some for me afterwards.
Will do.
So if you also have a toothpick, we're going to try some experiments, okay? So first off, I'm going to say that the chocolate chips that I see in your cookies, those would be the minerals that we want to extract.
Okay.
So on your first cookie, just go at it. Try to extract as many of the chocolate chips as you can.
Okay, this could get a little messy.
Okay. So it's getting, well, are you like producing some crumbs all over the place here?
Oh yeah, but my dog will come and clean those up later.
Right? So in the mining industry, that's one of the big things that we really want to pay attention to, is not leaving all those crumbs, so all that mess around. So let's grab that second cookie of yours. You can finish that one after. Okay, so now take a toothpick out. And I'm going to ask you again, using your toothpick, to try to pick out some of your minerals, so the chocolate chips.
It's a lot harder to do it. It's taking me a little bit longer to get them out, but I'm noticing that I'm making a lot less mess.
Exactly. So targeting our minerals and the ore body is really important. So we want to know exactly as much as we can, and we are able to map out what that ore body looks like. We want to target all of those minerals in that ore and go after that. So why waste all of our energy and our resources on mining a whole bunch of rocks, the waste rock around it, when it doesn't contain anything that's precious? So there's a lot of new techniques or innovative techniques that we're applying to ensure that we're targeting the right minerals and decreasing the waste material that we're bringing up to surface. There's also amazing techniques that are being applied, from backfilling, backpaste. We're directing airflow underground, so ventilation on demand, where we only bring air down to where we need it. And the air is, yes, to make sure the air quality is good, but it's also to cool down the workers. It gets pretty hot when you're reaching the depths of 2.5 kilometers. So it's about 30.
I have another question about the environmental impacts. So
Sure.
my dad showed me when I was a kid, I remember seeing this picture of a really big diesel machine that would go underground. And in my little kid brain, I was like, that's a massive machine. Now, have we changed the way that we use those machines, or changed those machines to be more environmental?
Absolutely. They're transitioning more and more to electric vehicles, so that we're getting rid of those diesel emissions underground. So it makes the air a lot cleaner for the workers, but it also the air a lot cleaner. There's no emissions going around. It's a lot safer for everybody included. And the best part about these machines is they can be automated. So no drivers. They're equipped with cameras. You can program them and direct them to exactly where you need to go. So you have people sitting up on surface in control rooms, able to operate a multitude of these vehicles underground.
That's really cool. I heard that at Dynamic Earth, actually, you guys, you have one of those examples of a machine that we can manipulate.
Absolutely. That's our rock breaker. So our rock breaker can be controlled both underground and on surface. And when you're sitting in our nice, comfortable chair, you are actually physically moving the rock breaker underground. Can't break the rocks in our facility, but we can still have fun and target some other rocks and play it. And we look forward to welcoming everybody back when all of this is over. So you'll be able to try it out yourself.
I can't wait to come and visit. I want to get my hands on that machine. I want to be able to maneuver the R and see what I can do. I'm not great at video games, so I don't think I'm going to be that great at that. Jenn, thank you so much for helping me out, figuring out that I'm not going to be able to make a big lava spew in my backyard, and helping me to keep healthy at the same time.
It was a pleasure. And please save some of those cookies for me.
Oh, I definitely will. Awesome, guys. Well, so I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out with me and Jenn here. I learned a lot about the earth and mining and how to be environmental, or how the mining industry is environmental. I wanted to thank everyone that tuned in today and enjoyed, talking with my mouth full is kind of impolite. I'd like to thank everyone that is watching us right now. And I'd like to shout out some people that are watching right now. So I'd like to, I'm going to let you know, I'm going to not do the greatest at pronouncing your name, my friend. So I'm really sorry about this. Meenakshi Rajwat, Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any ideas on things that I could learn next, feel free to let us know by leaving a comment below, and we will get to that question or that idea and possibly have a another learn, right? Awesome. There's one other thing that I'd like to mention here. Could you please add about, oh, DPM filters and working. Oh, I'm not sure what DPM filters are. Could you specify a little bit more? Jen, do you know what DPM filters?
If you can add in a little bit more information on that one, it'd be interesting, but no worries, because if we can't answer it online, don't worry, we're going to get back to you right away. So make sure you leave your contact information. We'll provide you with additional information.
That's great. Well, okay, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of Earth Week. It is Thursday. Be safe, wash your hands, wash your friends' hands. No, don't touch your friends. Awesome. Thanks again, guys. This is another episode of Jenn Learns Stuff.
Bye, Jen. Have a great day.
Bye, Jen. Have a great day.